Hi everyone, this is Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I'm sorry I've been away for a bit. I was moving my son to Missouri, and it was funny because on my last little clip I said Missouri, but it sounded like misery. So if you weren't clear about that, I was in Missouri. And it's really representative that it's all about detaching from family this past week. Not only just detaching from the energy that doesn't match your energy right now, but also allowing the others in your family to make their own way without our controlling them. Having faith in them that they can make choices about their own destiny without our interference, okay? Because it's their journey. So it's us detaching from that, as well as detaching from those we need to detach to because their energy isn't matching ours and they may be bringing in obstacles into our space. So that comes up with the Divine Masculine read today too. So today is September 23rd, 2017. It's 1:11. The 23rd is the King of Wands, and the King of Wands comes up in the read today. So it's all about that passionate energy and mastering passion. Because remember that passion involves the ego. The way I see it is inspiration plus ego equals passion. Okay, so it's really inspiration that we're looking forward to, but we are humans, so we always bring ego into the equation, and that leads to passion. And so if you let that get too out of hand, you know, you can go to one extreme, which is going to then lead you to the other extreme in order to balance out and come to void or to zero again. The day 9/23/2017 adds up to a 42, which is the Two of Cups. So it's all about relationship love today, okay, and that peacefulness, that one-on-one. So it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be any close relationship that you're dealing with, whether it's your children or work or friends or romantic. But it is also about the King of Wands, so it's very passionate. So that can be in a creative way or in a relationship way. But either way, it's a coming together of the minds, so it's very peaceful, calm. And actually, when feeling out the energies for today, and Spirit's connecting with me, there was a couple things. When I was doing some cards earlier, a bird hit the window right at 54, which is the Page of Swords. So it's about that small communication, and that came up for me as well with cards. So I went outside to see what was going on. Woodpeckers came. I haven't heard them all week, and then I heard them again this morning, acting up a little bit. It was like a warning, because when I went to the window and banged on the window, they left and they didn't come back, and usually they keep coming back. So some kind of like forewarning of things to come. You know, just like a kind of wake up, you know, it's really peaceful today, but there's stuff coming, okay? So I went out back to see what's going on with the animals and what they're doing, and it was truly very peaceful. My neighbor's cat, who I haven't seen in a while, was peacefully sleeping under the couch on my deck. He wasn't moving at all. I came out and walked around him, and he looked up at me to say hi, and then he went back to sleep. And there were no animals out there, no squirrels, no birds. I saw one bird fly over south, just to like represent themselves. I heard the noises of birds and bugs, but it was very peaceful and quiet. It wasn't loud. So just one quick bird flying south, and then a fly showed himself to me on the edge of my roof, which was very interesting. Just one fly. He landed there so I'd see him, and then he left. So to me, that represented the fly on the wall. So you might want to be careful about who's listening, okay? Is someone spying on you, invading your space, or even recording you? So be careful about that. But no paranoia, you know, everything's good, go with the flow, don't block yourself. The energies this past week have been really difficult for me, physically, because of the travel. And don't forget, this is a tough time of the year for everyone, regardless of this journey. You know, we're going into, in my area anyway, I'm in the Northeast, and usually this is a tough time of year because we're going into the fall where it's getting darker and colder, so it can be a depressing time of the year. So just take into account those things as well as what you're going through as far as your twin energies. This past week has been difficult for me because of the physical journey that I took. So just make sure you think about things before extending your energy to others, because it does take time to recover from those things. It's taken me till today really to recover. I had my own little purge, really to release everything I've been through over the past 2 weeks. You know, he got notice within a week, really, that he got a new job and that we had to move to Missouri. And it's tough for me to drive those long distances. I still have back injuries from work, and I still have residual from my concussion, which makes stress very difficult for me to deal with. So the trip was very nice. Driving out there actually was very easy. The first day. The second day, you know, of course, was getting a little testy between us. A little bit of arrogance was coming up from him. You know, when he doesn't know everything, he wants to come off like he does. And that was representative of our divine masculine. When they're feeling insecure, that's when the arrogance comes out. Because it's really them just trying to defend themselves because they feel weak. They don't want to be. But overall, we had a wonderful trip together. So not to let those kind of things, you know, ruin the relationship or the feeling. To remember that's just a reaction. It's just, you know, it's a wound that they need to heal. So I worked through that with my son as well. And it was hard for me to leave, you know, trusting that he'll get everything done that he needs to get done as far as getting his new apartment together and all the things I left him with. I did try to do as much as I could for him while I was there, but he seems to be really happy with the new job and his boss and the people he's working with, and he really seems to fit in there energetically. So it was just the universe showing me that where I was, I wasn't sure when he first got this job if it was really the right thing for him to do, because he was moving to somewhere where he'd have no contact with anyone. It would be hard to get to someone if he needed someone. And I didn't want to make this road trip because it's difficult for me. But when I let go of that and just allowed, because my son was reiterating, yeah, I really think this is the right thing, and I just let it go and went with it, it worked out great because he's really happy out there. And I think it's going to be a good match for him. So, besides the family stuff highlighted this week, and it's big for the Divine Masculine, they are dealing with mother-father wounds, especially father right now. It was both, but focusing on the father. It's like the mom's the boss, but the father looks like the boss. You know how that goes. But the father was very tough on them, and maybe they didn't get any nice words from them growing up. And so then the son always hopes to prove themselves to their father to get one nice word of encouragement about their life and the success that they've made for themselves. And the mother kind of just, you know, sits back and is hearing all this discussion, not really taking ownership of her part in all of this. But anyway, it's those wounds coming up, and with siblings as well. A brother feels like it's coming up for me. It's like the sister speaks up, but the brothers are the ones who have been an issue for the twins, the Divine Masculines. And it's going to be different in everyone's situation, but those are just some of the energies I'm getting. I have been getting a lot of 1s and 7s coming up. My son's apartment is 117. And then I just made an appointment for a treatment. And the phone number is 717-7000, and the address is 11700. And they didn't have an appointment until 10:10 at 1 o'clock. So it's really coming in. And then this read that I put out on the table went out right at 12:17. So it is sunny here today. The common cards that I was getting for myself and my twin today were the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Fool. So new beginnings, and of course you all are going to be at different stages depending on where you are in your process. But there definitely is a coming together for twins in the very near future. October looks like a big month, and it makes sense. It's a 1 month, so it's the Wheel of Fortune, 10, new beginnings. You know, it's the Wheel of Fortune, so fortunate happenings and new starts. And personally for me, my birthday just passed on the 18th, and I was in a 9-year this past year, so it was very difficult for me because I was needing to let go of everything, and I'm just in my 1 year now, which is about a new 9-year cycle and new beginnings, which also gives me more energy, which will be really helpful for me to get through this fall season. So again, if you're interested in numbers, I do your numerology. If you're interested, you can go to my website at twinflames3344.com. Also, I'm doing Reiki healings and activations. I do have a video that you can purchase that will help you clear yourself. If you're tired of doing it on your own all the time, you can listen to this over and over again. I use it on myself at bedtime to help clear everything. And of course, I do the reads and the coaching. You can go to my website for that, and the information is below. But again, for the numerology, if you just want a life lesson number assessment, or you can email me if there's something that's not on my website and you're interested in. Just drop me an email. I'll be glad to help you out. And thank you again so much for everyone for your likes, shares, subscribes, and all of your comments. I look forward to all of your comments. So keep them coming. If you have any syncs related to my read or the mail headings that I list for you guys, I'm always happy to hear all of that, because it helps me sync some more of my downloads to what is correct and not correct, or just not related to our situation. Okay. One other thing. No, we'll get into the mail headings, okay? So, for the mail headings, we have at 12/27, your health simplified. So if you're not taking care of yourself, get enough rest, drink water, and exercise. I know you guys need to do that, because I need to do that. I haven't been able to exercise all week because of my trip. And even though I'm conscious of the water, I still don't drink enough water. So you're not either. So make sure to do all those things. And I have to go to the gym today too. The best way of getting this stress out of your body is exercise, getting out in nature, but going to the gym too, just to help out with your body and your health. 3/20, it's going to be a big weekend. 4/19, yes, extra 20. So whenever I see 20, it's a signal to me 20. Go to 0. Do your meditation today. Get to the void. And then it says plus 10/10, which is double Wheel of Fortune. And we're going into October, okay? So a lot of fortune, good fortune coming up. And it says need help? Ask for help. If you need a session, ask for a session, whether it's me or someone else. And always trust your own intuition first, okay? Trust yourself. And if you're confused, that's why you meditate, to get your own answers and to make yourself feel more at peace when you're confused. Also, going out for a walk in nature will help ground you and make you feel better. 4/32 is Acme, which I always hear is I see me. And it was my mix. So it's all about you're special just the way you are. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. You're your own mix of perfect, okay? Just the way you are. 4/44, it's finally time to party. 5/15, Michael's. So Archangel Michael saying wait, stay put, clear yourself, okay? And ask for him if you need protection. 6/16, Puritan's pride, okay? Pride is still getting in the way. 7/07, you are entitled to your feelings, to your thoughts, to everything you're going through. Don't punish yourself. Go with the flow. Allow it. If you need to purge, allow it. If you need to be happy, allow it. Just allow. Don't block yourself. 8:02, connect with Rep. So that's your guides. Ask them for help when you need it. They can't help you if you don't ask. 8:07, Holister. Again, connect with holistic people. 8:08, extra 20. So it's a reminder again. Go to void. Get yourself balanced. Meditate. Ground yourself. Salt baths. Ocean. Walks. Nature. Just get out there. Take a drive if you need to. And 808 reminded me of something too. I was going through some pictures, and I came across, when I was in Paris 2 years ago, and France is one of my grid points. I've been back there twice this past couple of years. That's confirmation. And I wanted to bring this up because the picture I came across, it was just randomly, I was looking for something else, was when I was inside of and the Spirit's connecting with me, the glass pyramid at the Louvre. I had taken a picture, and they're all diamonds in the pyramid. The glass is all, diamonds, throughout the whole pyramid. That's the design of the pyramid. So it's like the grid. And I had shown, I had set up the picture that the one diamond surrounded the artwork on the architecture of the building straight ahead, and it looked like Jesus with children with him and others, but that was inside the diamond. And also that it reiterated that my father's old address in Paris, from where he grew up, until he was 10, by the way, so the Wheel of Fortune coming up again, his address was 88, which I hadn't realized before. Port Royal, the royal port. Maybe Paris is the royal port. That just came. So you never know what you're going to find in, just looking for other things when you go through mail or your house or whatever. They're all messages. So pay attention to your messages. Don't think them through, just allow, allow things to come to you. So extra 20, reminding you again, go to the void. 815, ultrasonic cavitation. So there could be some waves of caves. Waves of caves. So it's really going into your caverns and yourself. Ultrasonically, through energetic waves. Okay? We're going through energetic waves into union. We'll be caving. The waves will be caving. They will be hibernating. 815. Okay, 844. Another Puritan's pride. So again, the divine masculine, let go of your pride issues. If you now are awake and you know that you've hurt your divine feminine, let go of your pride issues. She's already forgiven you. Don't let that get in the way. It's an illusion. Your pride is an illusion. It's ego. It's not love. Don't let that get in the way. Satisfaction guaranteed. 847, clearance, reminding to clear every day. 901, and this message had notes around it. There was eighth notes and eighth notes on either side of this. It ain't no lie. A world away, right around the corner. And then 922, it's time you made your statement. 938, last call. This is that end of the year, okay? September is the 9 month. 944 ends Sunday. Code, and this was at 11:11. Free for me. Free for me. Ends Sunday. Code free for me ends. And then 949 is top offer. Top offers. So you've had all this time to be free, and some of you will continue to have this time to be free. For me, take advantage of that time that you have by yourself to get things done and to think things through. What do you want to do? And get things cleared out. There may be some things you can't do with your twin that you need to get done now. 1027, don't go searching. 1041, inside. Go inside. Don't look outside yourself for your answers. Look inside. Okay. So again, I said the energies were very peaceful outside today. Very peaceful. Quiet. Okay. So let's get into the read. By the way, the numbers 23 for the King of Wands is, the 23 is a 5, of course, is the 3 working through the 2. 3 is of self-expression, communication, coming together, siblings. But it's that joy. You know, it's the person who's always smiling. It's that joy inside coming through the relationship, the King of Wands. Okay? So he really loves one-on-one because he wants to share his joy that he has inside. The 2 of Cups, and the Spirit's connecting with me on that. 2 of Cups is 42-6, so it's the 2, it's the feminine energy, the one-on-one, the intuition, but the being able to see things from both sides, the duality, on the inside, like the peacemaker on the inside, working through, and Spirit's connecting with me, working through the 4, the stability, the structure, the learning to manifest on the outside, so that you look stable to other people, so they can lean on you and depend on you. That's the 2 of Cups. Okay, so the underlying energies for this Divine Masculine read today. The underlying energies, the 10 of Swords. Okay? So this is very good. It's a lot, it's pain and betrayal and all that kind of thing. And yes, it is painful. The card beneath that was the 8 of Pentacles. So it's about the Divine Masculine's work, and not the workplace necessarily. It's the work that they do. And it's about pain and betrayal. And I'll get more into that in a minute. The cards clarifying this 10 of Swords is the 8 of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Okay, and so the Queen of Cups is, of course, a water sign, so it could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, feminine, and I'm going by the gender depicted in the cards today, okay? So this is, and she's also very intuitive, definitely could be the Divine Feminine, being trapped in a prison of pain. And the way this card is setting up is that a message, and Spirit's connecting with me, a message has come quickly to the masculine at work, clarifying the deception to him, that he has caused the Divine Feminine to be imprisoned, and the pain is his feeling of betrayal toward the Divine Feminine, and he's very sad. This quick energy, and this was the foundation card, is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so it's coming in right toward that 10 of Wands, like very aggressively. It's like someone wanted to tell the Divine Masculine this, to hurt them, about the clarity about the deception. And it could be just clarity at the new moon, because we're just going through the new moon, so something could have come through right with this new moon that clears things up for the Divine Masculine, so he understands what's happened to the Divine Feminine. There is the other underlying energy in the mini deck. And by the way, this is the Universal Golden Tarot, all uprights, the clarification card of the mini cards, the Rider-Waite. And this is the underlying energy for that deck, which is the 5 of Cups, the Divine Masculine, very sad. And the cards coming up under that, because I wanted to clarify that, was the Ace of Pentacles and then the 7 of Wands going into this 5 of Cups. So it's like this Knight of Swords coming in, this bearer of truth, was after money. That all they really wanted was money. Okay? And this also is making the Divine Masculine very sad. It's making him feel the need to be very defensive and to fight everybody off, that everybody's attacking him. And it just makes him very sad, because it's not all about the money for him. Okay? In the recent past, and this is also attached to the 10 of Swords, is the 9 of Pentacles. All right, this is very representative of the divine feminine. She's on her own. She's stable. Okay, she's doing well financially. She's in her abundance, and it's clarified by the Ace of Wands, or the Ace of Cups reversed. Again, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So this is reiterating the pain because of loss of love. The divine feminine being overwhelmed with pain. Even though it looks on the outside like everything's great for her, that her family's good and she's secure, and she's left out in the cold, but she's been going it on her own despite all of that. Even though everything looks good, because she is stable and she has, you know, family around her, and her kids are doing well. But there's also the betrayal and the loss of love. And the divine masculine is understanding this now, because that's attached to this betrayal. The central issue, well, before I get to the central issue, let me tell you the other underlying energies. The Romance Angels has you deserve love. So for the divine masculine, you are lovable and you deserve love. Okay, and then this is someone with a bow and arrow. Okay, so it could be Sagittarius, the archer. But it's like telling the masculine, you know, get your arrow ready and aim it exactly where you want it to go. Make the effort is underneath that. Make the effort, you know, to send your arrow of love. The other underlying energies are from the Tarot of Sexual Magic is the World. Okay? This also looks like, it's like the divine masculine and divine feminine, like in 5D. Like her, you know, resting in sorrow, and him above her now wondering what to do. And we have the Queen of Pentacles underneath the World. So that would represent an earth sign, or it could represent the divine feminine just in general, because she's well grounded. But the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And then the underlying energy for the numerology deck is financial discipline. Okay, this is number 48. It's pink. The Merkaba is green, emerald green, which represents the heart and compassion, high heart, and actually the masculine connection, which is above the head. 48 is a 3, so that is about communication and expressing yourself the way you would like to from your heart. It's the 8, which is inner strength and power. It's the infinity, so the balance, the going back and forth between the masculine and the feminine, between the shadow and the light. It's the manifestation. So it's all of this, you know, real true strength on the inside, and then showing stability and just that stable person on the outside. So, you know, financial discipline. Does that make sense? So the 4s and the 8s are really about structure and discipline. 8 is just the higher vibration of 4. Underneath that is personal growth, which is it's all purple, not that deep indigo. So it's about the third eye for the divine masculine. You need to practice your meditation, and whether it's a formal meditation and sitting, or just going out in nature. You know, you can meditate while you're jogging, you can meditate while you're walking, and just lying in the grass, whatever, you know, whatever helps you get there. I can say personally, you know, when I was able to jog before, it was definitely meditative for me. I had a lot of connections when I was jogging. So it doesn't have to be sitting still and meditating. And then the last underlying energy I have is the 7 of Cups reversed. Okay, and that's the gilded tarot. And underneath that one is the 6 of Pentacles. So that's about getting realistic about finances and balance, staying in the void, at 0 point, vortex, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same. Staying balanced between your masculine and feminine. And a reminder that you don't want to let things get too extreme, so you don't want to get too excitable, because if you get too excited, you're going to drop to the other extreme. So you're going to experience the shadow of that or the negative of that. So you want to stay more in the moderation zone of the void, okay? You don't want to go out to the extremes. So it's easier for you to control going back to your balance. Okay? So the central issue is the Magician. But remember, all these cards in the main read are all upright, so it doesn't necessarily mean he's upright. And in this case specifically, it's clarified as not upright, okay, and it's not in balance. There's some money owed or some kind of energy exchange owed by the Divine Masculine. Okay, he's not feeling confident. He's feeling very insecure, and he has this King of Wands looking right at him, like watching everything he does. Could be himself, or it could be another. It could be a fire sign in his energy. So that would be Leo, Sag, and Aries. So that's his challenge right next to him. He's just like staring at the Magician, making him feel insecure. So someone, I don't know if it could be a brother or a friend or someone he works with, who's giving him a hard time. He's like it looks like he's forcing him to continue to work really hard, making him unstable, or making himself feel unstable because of his insecurities, and he knows he owes somebody something. He feels like he owes the Divine Feminine something, that energetic correction, okay? And this message of truth that came in could be this fire sign who brought it to him on purpose, because he wanted to see him suffer. Okay, because that would be the King of Wands with the Knight of Wands together. That's not a nice person. Although they're both upright, it's still severe. And I don't know if that King of Wands is necessarily upright. There are a lot of burdens on the King of Wands, and it could just be, you know, his own negative self-talk, which was another topic that came up earlier, that we have to stop the negative self-talk. And this King of Wands is yelling at the Magician, or trying to control the Magician in regards to the Divine Feminine and the sadness. You know, it could be like the two sides of the Divine Masculine too, you know, his feminine side and his masculine side. His feminine side is very sad and very regretful for what's happened, and then the King of Wands side is saying, you know, what's wrong with you? You wimp, you know, that kind of thing. The angel and the devil. Because he's like the workhorse. He's got the 10 of Wands on him. This is the King of Wands. The 10 of Wands and the 4 of Wands reversed on him. Okay? So, like him telling himself, you know, that she's making it really difficult for you at home, or maybe he needs to move, and he doesn't know what to do, because maybe he can't move at this time. Or just that his house is disheveled. What's in his heart and head is the 6 of Cups. Now, yes, it could be children, but the clarification cards I have isn't really representative of the children, even though I'm sure the children are on his mind. This is representative of the twins and of a positive past. Okay? I mean, the twin is the ultimate past. It's the person they've been connected to since their very beginning. It's clarified by the King of Cups, the 9 of Cups, the Temperance card, and the 7 of Swords. Okay, those are the cards clarifying the 6 of Cups. So it's very positive in the 6 of Cups. All of the cups are upright here. We have unconditional love from the King of Cups, and the 9 of Cups, total satisfaction and giving to others. It's a 9. And then we have Temperance, which is balance and patience. And then the 7 of Swords. So it's generally about taking a risk. It's about he knows that his twin has made him feel this way. His twin makes him feel unconditional love, makes him feel content, emotionally satisfied, and balanced, which I know they want to feel balanced. It's difficult for them. But do they take this risk? You know, it's scary for them. And also they feel like, you know, they've been cheating or lying or stealing something. You know, what is the truth for them? They don't know. It's confusing for them what's right. So we then have in the near future the Ten of Pentacles. But I can tell you that's reversed, okay? Ten of Pentacles is all about a lot of money or family legacy, and the clarification cards are the Strength reversed and the Hermit. So I'm getting a family connection with this King of Wands. That's the person he's currently having trouble with in his family. But there's also a child involved and a divorce involved. The world is come up. It's closed. We have weakness here. The Hermit here is holding his light over the Strength card reverse. So it's like his family is either like, you know, highlighting his weaknesses or he's highlighting theirs. But there's a page in in his energy is the Page of Cups. So of course this could be his love for the divine feminine and vice versa, or it could be his child who is a water sign, who is a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. Or it could be a baby. But it's really not clarified as such in that respect. We have the Page of Cups is related to the family. So it could be a child, but it could be just, it's the divine masculine feeling insecure and shy because of the way his family treated him growing up. We have the King of Wands reversed, the Devil, and then the Queen of Swords over here. Okay? So this is like, it's like these two are divorced already, but they're still chained because of children. The King of Wands is unhappy, and it's like the Queen of Wands is upright, but she always thinks she knows everything. So she's literally pointing at this card like this, saying, "See what you've done?" This is the Five of Wands, okay? This is fighting and conflict. This is actually physical conflict. So it's arguing or fighting. And the Queen of Wands is blaming the divine masculine. See what you do, see what you do, see what you've done. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, they're both reversed, and then that Five of Wands reversed. Okay? So it's clarifying that he knows his family is like this, and he's got another child, maybe an earth sign who's not grounded right now, an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But it also could be a new project or a need of money or a loan or just help with a new start. And he's not getting it from his family, and he knows he's not going to get it, and he doesn't want to fight anymore. He's tired of that. And that she's actually the one who causes these fights, not him. But she's always the one able to blame him for these things. And it's saying, let your friends help you and retreat. In the Romance Angels, there's right underneath the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Five of Wands reversed. Okay, so in order to stop the fighting and get the help that you need, financially or practically, whatever it is, Ask your friends. And take a break. Take a vacation just by yourself. Get away. So you can clear your thoughts. Because you deserve love. Make the effort for love. Okay, and so this Knight of Swords seems attached to the family too, because it's all the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and this Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords, actually, you know what? I think the Knight of Swords is the Queen of Swords, because, I don't know, it was yesterday, the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords came up back to back. Maybe I can show you this. I don't know if I have the other Swords card out. I don't. But when they're back to back, it looks like, it kind of looks like the Sagittarius, you know, where here's the Queen and then the Knight's like this attached to her. Like when you merge the cards, they look like they're one. Okay? It's like the shadow side of the Queen of Swords, that she can be really nasty as the Knight of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is clarifying this Page of Cups, who could be the mother of the Page of Cups, is the Knight of Swords, who's bringing this clarification. And it may not be truth, it may be a lie. She may be lying to the Divine Masculine just to piss him off. And to get him, and to hurt him. So we have in the hopes and fears of the Divine Masculine is the Three of Pentacles, okay? This is the workplace. Or it could be just a project. It could be a home that he's worked on very hard and very proud of. And there's religious figures in this as well, so it could be church as well. It's his hopes and fears that this is attached to family. So if family has to go, then this has to go too. The Three of Pentacles is reversed with the Sun, the Six of Swords reversed, and then the World reversed. Okay, these are the clarifications for that Three of Pentacles. So again, we got the Three of Pentacles again, the Sun, the Six of Swords reversed, and then the World reversed. Okay, so at the Three of Pentacles, whatever it is in your situation, it is upside down. There is a third-party situation at this place, but it makes the Divine Masculine happy. But it's still emotional for him because there's choppy waters and his world has been turned upside down. Okay? So there's some happiness because of this, but sadness at the same time because it's difficult emotionally. Okay, so now we have two worlds. And then the outcome card is the World. Okay. And I'm see the wreath. When I was just looking at it, it was the mirror to me. The World. Look how he's seeing himself in the mirror now. And Spirit's connecting with me. And he's connecting with me too. That's really funny. He's seeing himself as his feminine. And that's what's enabling him to let go of his previous life. What's coming soon right after that is kind of a hint of feeling trapped. It's all in the mind. It's not real. But you know, it's just scary when you end something and want to begin something new. The cards that are clarifying the World here are the Four of Cups reversed, the Hangman awake, and then the Knight of Cups, which is your Divine Masculine. It's saying his world is closing because he's dumping out the mediocre love. He is wide awake and he's offering love. He's ready. Okay? It's also clarified by, from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, the numerology cards, which are under this. These cards I'm going to tell you in a minute, are communication and effort. Okay? Communication, 33, and that's reversed, which is more profound, and then effort, which is 13. So the 13 is yellow, and the 33 communication reversed is gold. And the Merkaba's gold in that as well. The Merkaba in the effort card is more of the root. It's like ruby red. And don't forget, we had financial discipline as the underlying energy for the numerology deck. And we have all these yellows, so it's about the Divine Masculine's confidence. It's really about the solar plexus. And the Christ energy, the gold light, you know, when you meditate, draw in the sparkling gold light. The Christos energy. Wrap it around your heart and let it just diffuse out into your body, out into your aura, and then out into the world, okay? And magnify your confidence. This is especially for the Divine Masculine, to make an effort to communicate. Communicate's reverse, so it's the more important message here. Communicate. Make the effort to communicate. And the Tarot Sexual Magic cards that were on top of those two cards is the Nine of Chalices, the Hangman, and the Nine of Pentacles. So we have two nines here. So it's basically the Get Your Wish card. And the Hangman is, you know, hung up on someone. And then the Nine of Pentacles needs to cut cords. It is the Nine of Pentacles. It's the person who's independent. So basically cutting cords to your independence. But is your independence really the key to your freedom? You're hung up on this person who brings your wishes. So it's about cutting cords to the past and cutting cords of independence, of being single. Not feeling single anymore, but feeling love. It's on top of communication. It's making an effort to communicate those feelings. The Divine Masculine needs to let his Divine Feminine know how he feels. Now on the other side, so that on the world, if that's the world, that was my left side, so that's the feminine side of the world. So the new world, the feminine for the masculine. And on the other side, the masculine side, we have the Five of Chalices, the Hierophant, the Pentacles, and the Queen of Chalices. Okay, so they're also clarifying this ending of this old life. So it's about this this Queen of Cups comforting him. So that could be, it could be the Queen of Cups, it could be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, or it could just be someone who's nurturing. It could be the karmic, okay, because this card, the Seven of Pentacles, represents karmic ties. Okay. So he's used to this person comforting him in his marriage, even though it wasn't a good marriage. I mean, you can see the Hierophant. All right, he looks like a narcissist and he's unhappy. And then here's someone being proposed to, but then not seeing the good in it. You know, they're thinking about somebody else. So in the old life, on the right side, the masculine side, he's saying, why would I want to stay in a place that I'm unhappy? Because it's what I'm used to. And was the nurturing real? Or was it manipulation? Okay. And then, from the Gilded Tarot, we have the Moon, the Two of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? And these are with reversals. They're all upright, which is very powerful. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Cups, which is today's energy, the 42, and the Moon in relation to this new world. Okay? Great fortune in a relationship where you're very connected to someone under the light of the moon. It's romantic. very romantic. And also the moon, it's upright, so it could mean something about the full moon. I believe the full moon is October 5th. But just about the under the moon in general, because we have the new moon in Virgo right now, and Spirit's connecting with me. Okay, so we have the only major arcana in this read are the Magician, who is reversed, and then the World, who feels to be upright. So it's just about confidence and how perfect, because we have all the yellows come up about communication and effort for the Divine Masculine, that he needs to be confident in himself and believe in his knowledge and his worth and his power. Stand in his power and speak his truth. It's really about the self-confidence right now and the financial discipline. You know, of not depending on family or spousal support, or maybe needing to pay out in child support, but just getting that organized. It's not anything negative about that. It's just coming to the realization of what his family is to him and what the wounds are from the past with his parents and his siblings, and now letting them go and speaking his truth about it, and not being afraid to speak his truth, and not being shy. He can be shy, but not so that it makes him not be him and live his authentic life. And he knows this now. And the World is attached to the Six of Cups, his twin, and his children. We have the King of Wands is attached to the fighting. Then the Queen of Pentacles, or not the Queen, the Nine of Pentacles is attached to his family and his financial dreams. So he's seeing his Divine Feminine as his true family. And the cups are connected between the Six of Cups and the Page of Cups. Okay, so there's such innocence of love here. It's really true and pure. So I just wanted to give that to all of you, and Spirit's connecting with me on that. That's so important. Okay, and then we have the Oracle cards for the Ascension deck. That's the Ascension deck. The Divine Masculine got Buddha. And Buddha says, and Buddha's 33, that's the Christ vibration. It's 3 and 3, so it's seeing someone exactly as they are, in joy, in self-expression, in coming together as the third energy. But Buddha, when you draw this card, Lord Gautama, who became the Buddha, is calling you to live in a state of peace, compassion, and enlightenment. You're ready to expand your consciousness to include all that is and to view the world from a higher perspective. Okay, we have the world outcome here. So see this world in a different way. You're asked to live in total harmlessness with all things. This creates safety for you, for all creatures will love you and feel safe with you. Your guidance is to remember that we are all one and to treat each person, animal, and sentient being as if they are a beloved part of you. And the affirmation is, I am one with everyone and everything. So if you speak badly to someone, you're speaking badly to yourself. And just to remember that there's no need for it, to just allow. You know, when we get frustrated or angry, it's just us blocking ourselves instead of allowing to know that the universe knows better than we do. So just go with it, see what happens. It's okay. It's all good. And it is what it is. From the Past Life deck. Okay? The Divine Masculine got Asia. Okay? By the way, the bottom of the deck for the Ascension deck was nature. So a reminder to get out in nature. And there's another 3 on there. And the gold and silver violet flame are underneath that. So, you know, learn to transmute the violet flame and get out in nature and express yourself. I thank, bless, and love the entire nature kingdom. So in the Past Life deck, the bottom of the deck it was Asia, but the bottom of the deck is scribe or writer. So maybe you had a life in Asia where you were a writer, and karmic relationship is underneath that. So there might have been an Asian connection. To writing, and also encouraging you to write, to journal, because it helps process and for your eliminations to come through. Or that maybe you should visit the Orient, or a Buddha. And it's weird because I'm getting the pyramids from this card as well. That there are Asian connections at the pyramids. And you notice, what color is she wearing? Okay? And it's covering not only her solar plexus, but her heart and her universal chakra, which is the left shoulder. Cover yourself with your confidence, like they do in Asia. In the Journey of Love, the underlying, or the bottom of the deck, is gifts received, if you're interested. And that's number 13. And 13 came up with effort too, so of course you know 13 is the death card. It's 3 again on the inside, that joy and self-expression coming through leadership on the outside. So be a joyful leader. The card that Divine Masculine got is Hidden Beauty. Okay. And you see how pure white that is. This is the pure white energy, to use that as well, in addition to the gold Christ light. The number's 45, which is interesting because it's the reversal of the 54 that I got when the bird hit the window this morning. And I'm going to read that to you. 45 is a 9, of course. 9's of universal selflessness and endings, of compassion and being charitable. And the 5 is all about change, but it's freedom, sex, vacations, excitement, because all those things involve change, and there's always stress involved with change. So it's about letting go of those things, and to be able to go with the flow with change is like the ultimate freedom. So it's learning, and Spirit's connecting with me, and it's us learning to get back to the void so that we can have that ultimate freedom, no matter what the changes are, no matter whether we have to move or go away, or just like the trip I was just on, letting it, just go with it and see how it goes, and it ended up being great. So the hidden beauty for the Divine Masculine. You are glimpsing beauty, and yet there's more to be revealed. There's more than what you are currently seeing. To attempt to force the vision would prevent you from seeing what is being revealed. Be patient and look more closely. Soften your heart and ask to be shown the beauty in the situation that is being shown to you. Wait. Okay, and we had that in the email headings too. Wait, that Archangel Michael was telling us to wait. Let the vision come alive, and you shall witness what was once hidden. This oracle brings you a suggestion from divine guidance. You may think you see the whole picture, but if you look deeper, you shall see something that brings you much joy, hope, and reassurance. There is a more beautiful perspective here that affirms and nourishes you and all involved in the situations of your life that are puzzling you at present. Take heed and relax. All is as it is meant to be, and soon you too will be able to see. And here's the poem. When I close my eyes at night, I see your face, your lips, the brush of your hair, across your brow, the down of your skin, soft against my touch. My love grows in the solitude, listening for the morning light and you. Okay, so it's really just about trusting and having faith that the universe has your back, that you don't know everything because it hasn't been disclosed to you yet. But if you always allow and follow your intuition, you will bring more to you than your hard work could ever bring you. Hidden beauty. Okay, so I think that's about it. And thank you so much. Sorry it ran long. I guess I haven't been here in a while, so I wanted to make sure I did a thorough reading. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave a comment below. And have an amazing week. Hang in there. Don't let go at this last moment, because a lot of people are coming into union the next month or two. And don't lose faith. Okay? Stay in your heart. Namaste. Rise and be love. Take care, everyone.